welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on the mess going on with Marlo and Kenya. Let's talk about it. Now, I know I got my nerve coming on here because I owe y'all some videos for Real Housewives of Atlanta, but Real Housewives of Atlanta has not been Atlantaing, and I haven't really been inspired to get on here and be bored. I don't want to do that to y'all. Y'all deserve much better than that. But just like us, the viewers, collectively, we deserve a better Real Housewives of Atlanta. But that ain't what we're here for. We are here to talk about the fact that Mark is allegedly trying to stir up some shit with Kenya, saying he wants the court to find her in contempt because of the situation with Marlo kicking the door when they were down to Alabama. Mark is an asshole. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of this divorce. I want Kenya to be set free. Okay? Free Kenya. Free Kenya. We need to get hers. Free Kenya. Because this marriage is ridiculous. The divorce is lasting way longer than the marriage ever did. The marriage never really was. Okay? You're bound to this man legally because of Brooklyn and this nonsense of a wedding, of a marriage, but you really was never really married. And that's why sometimes I gotta look at Kenya with the side eye, because I ain't gonna let her slip. She said on that episode, talking about, I've been a wife for 5 years. You have not been a wife for 5 years. You have not been a wife for 5 years, Kenya. See, those are the type of things that you say that make me look at you side eye. But back to what we was talking about. Mark saying that he wants her to be held. Like, what is this? What is this? Like, I can't understand why the judge is even allowing Mark to play with this lady like this. This is wrong. This is really, really wrong. Like, there has to be something that could be done. There has to be something that this is ethically wrong. The way that he is doing Kenya, he's holding her hostage. This isn't right. As far as Marlo kicking the door, I already told y'all I didn't like that she did that. If she had done that to me, I would have cursed her out. I had no problem with Kenya cursing her out. But people getting mad at Marlo, saying, oh, Marlo should be fired because she jeopardized Kenya having custody. I don't know if I believe that she jeopardized Kenya having custody. Was she wrong? Yes. I think who was wrong was production. Production should not even, number one, production should not be telling Marlo where Kenya's room is. I don't know if production did that or Sheree did that. The two of them don't like each other. It's really ugly between them. Marlo had no business going anywhere near Kenya's room. If Kenya was off for the day, she was off the clock, she was done filming, she was unmiked, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Don't go knocking on her door. Do not be calling her. Do not text her. Leave her alone. If she's off the clock, she's off the clock. Marlo was dead ass wrong for being anywhere near Kenya's door. But I feel like production allowed it to happen because nothing else was happening on that trip. The trip was dry. It was very dry. It was Popeye's original biscuit dry. So they had to film something. So they were like, well, let's just see what happens. And they let the shit happen. Do I agree that this is the reason why sometimes people say you shouldn't bring your kids on these type of trips? Yes. Now, if I was Kenya, you couldn't tell me where I could bring my kid. If I'm going to be there, I'm bringing my kid. Kenya waited a very, very long time before she could have Brooklyn. So every moment that she gets to spend with Brooklyn is a blessing, and I don't blame her for wanting to bring her child wherever she goes. I'm not mad at that one bit. But I also can see the other side is like, well, girl, you know what type of show you on. You know the type of antics you guys engage in. If you don't want your daughter to see this, you don't want your daughter around it, then make sure your daughter's not around it. So I do think that it is on Kenya's responsibility. Like, if you're going to bring Brooklyn in these spaces, you make certain allowances. You make certain allowances. Now, see, y'all know I don't even like backpedaling Eva. But remember when Eva said back in season 12 that she didn't want to bring her daughter to Kenya's party for Brooklyn because she didn't know how Kenya was going to act. She didn't know what the vibe was going to be. This is really this. This is really this. They don't be wanting to bring their kids to these type of settings because you just don't know what could happen. Somebody be mad at you for some shit that you did and your kid witnesses them retaliating. So this is what Eva was talking about. I definitely think that Kenya should have it written out, like, let it be known when I am off the clock, when I'm with my child, I don't want to be disturbed. I don't want to be interrupted. I don't want Marlo near me. I don't want anyone near me. Okay, when I'm with my child, I'm with my child. Do not play with me. She should have made that very clear. Now, she had no crystal ball to tell her that Marlo was going to do that clown ass shit. But did I think that Marlo went there with the intention of disrupting Brooklyn's sleep and scaring the baby? She didn't do that on purpose. She was trying to get herself a moment, okay? You have to understand, Kenya, you have done a lot of disruptive things, okay? If there is a person who came to the franchise and shook the table, it is you. You have the most shaking the table moments out of everybody on this franchise. You came to Nene's charity event in butt pads and a see-through bathing suit cover-up. You have definitely done your own fair share of foolery. We're not going to sit up here and act like you didn't do that, because you have, okay? You definitely came to Marlo's event talking about Kenya Moore hair care, right? You did those things. So you have to always know that people are going to constantly try to get you back. Even people who were not even on the show, people who watch you on the show, if they come on the show, they're going to want their own Kenya Moore hair care moment. They're going to want their own you pulling the chair from under Kim Fields moment. Everybody's going to want that. I don't think she went to that room purposely to scare Brooklyn or to attack Brooklyn, because we see in the previews you said something like that about her, and I don't think that's fair to put that on Marlo. The real venom should be aimed towards Mark, because he's abusing the court system for his nonsense. And like, what is really up with this man? I'm really running out of patience dealing with Mark Demon. I'm really running out of patience, because you got the smoke for everyone, but the main one you need to be giving the smoke to is Mark Demon, and you never do. You never do. I saw that she said that she did not say she wanted to get back together with Mark. You ain't say it this time, but you've said it enough times to where we still looking at you crazy. Like, what is really the tea? What does Mark have on you that you don't want us to know? Girl, free yourself. I really need Kenya to free herself from Mark, because I'm tired of him. You can't keep letting this man do the hokey pokey on top of your head. I'm tired. I know you got to be tired, because you're the one living it. Like, and then I know she always says, oh, well, daughters need their dads. Look, if your daddy is a good man, you need him. If your daddy ain't shit and he's a weirdo and he gets off on terrorizing your mother, you may not need this man. Because I don't know, Kenya, if you've been watching, you know, what's going on in the news cycle, but not too long ago, y'all saw what was going on with Kimora Lee Simmons and Aoki and Russell. It's only a matter of time before Mark starts to treat Brooklyn the way he treats you, Kenya. I need you to wrap this thing on up. I don't know what it is. I don't know what can be done, but something needs to be done. Something needs to be done immediately. I don't care what secret this man think he has on you. You got to get yourself out of this situation, because y'all can blame Marlo all y'all want to. Marlo leaves the show. Kenya still has to deal with Mark. He's going to always find something to mess with Kenya for. The man don't even have shame. This lady built her house all by herself, and you want to take her house from her. What kind of man are you? You don't have no shame. And it's like, now I'm not even trying to beat up on Kenya. I swear I'm not trying to beat up on Kenya, but it's just like, this is why I can't take her seriously. You can't sit up there and be like, oh my God, Sheree dates all these dumb, stupid men. You married the worst one of them all. Mark Demon is a whole Martell. At least Martell is somewhat entertaining because he likes to read the girls. Mark don't even have none of that. He don't even have a personality. Like, you really married. I really would like to know, like, Kenya, did you date him? Like, there was a time you liked this man? There was a time Miss Girl down there got, you know, for this man? Because I don't see it. Clearly, he's an attractive looking man, but the way he treats you is so ugly. So ugly. Like, I don't know. Like, y'all, I think y'all are really overreacting, talking about Marlo needs to be fired because of what happened. It's just kind of like, no, it's an equal split. It's a 50-50 split. Kenya, you had your daughter on the show, on girls' trips and whatnot. And it's like, if you don't have a clear boundary of what you allow and what you don't allow, if you know that the show is a certain way, maybe don't have your baby around that. Maybe don't have your baby around that. I don't know what to tell y'all. Marlo, you were out of line. I think Marlo definitely owes her an apology, but I'm not gonna put that on her that she's doing this until she did not try to make Mark take that baby. First of all, Mark ain't even trying to take Brooklyn. Mark didn't even want Brooklyn the full 24 hours when they went to New York last season. He was calling Kenya after a few hours to come get her child. Y'all really think that this man's going to take custody of that little girl? He's not. He's not. And he's made it to where this little girl don't even know extended family. She don't even know her grandparents. She don't even know her other siblings. He going to take Brooklyn to do what with her? He just wants to mess with Kenya. Even if that never happened, he was going to find something to say that Kenya did wrong. Because the man he's not well. Y'all need to cut it out. Marlo did not cause that. I'm sorry. The man is what he is. He's crazy. For what I don't understand him. Like, there got to be some type of something. Like, something got to be done. Something got to be done. Free Kenya, okay? Y'all that like to come out with merch, free Kenya. That's what y'all need. You need to get some free Kenya t-shirts. I will definitely be purchasing one of them. Because this, you got to get this. You got to get rid of this. Okay, you got to wrap this on up. Next season, I need to see a divorce decree. We need to be like, oh, they are divorced. We need to see that you guys are divorced next season. Because I'm tired. Don't nobody deserve this. It's people that were married 20 years and their divorce took less time. But anyways, I just had to get that off my chest. I just had to let y'all know. I know I'm late. I owe y'all some reviews. I'm going to get back on my stuff that's been happening in real life. Y'all wouldn't even believe it if I told you what's been going on. But please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all next review.